So, an early game in Europe, Pistons, Raptors, Jaden Ivey starts us off with a great dump off to James Wiseman, who dunks it, and shows some promising hands, which I love to see, man. Hopefully, he looks better and better. And Pascal Siakam pulls up in transition, hits the three-pointer, was the bright spot for the Raptors tonight overall, and had 13 in the first quarter, which was very ugly. And Isaiah Stewart, nice pump fake, dunks it over Jakob Poeltl. But yeah, it was an old school game a little bit. But Pascal Siakam breaks Isaiah Livers here, hits the really tough layup and one. Yeah, poor Isaiah Livers, man. He was also really good in this game, but we'll talk about him a little later as they miss a shot here. Marvin Bagley had a great game. He passes it to Isaiah Livers, who dunks it. Has his redemption on Jakob Poeltl, 2 dunks over Jakob Poeltl in this, game, and, he was still really solid for the Raptors. Nice backdoor cut from Pascal, great pass from Poeltl. They get a 3-point lead with 2 minutes to go, and the Pistons kinda lost this for themselves. Here, Marvin Bagley, who, to be fair, had a good game, took a really bad shot here, a really tough contested hook shot that wasn't great. They fouled a little too late. They make both free throws. Then he, has to force a shot here. He gets the foul before the shot, and it's 2 free throws only. So he wants to make actually the second one, even though they don't have a timeout, and it rims out, and the game was over from there. But it was actually a really fun game, despite both teams shooting badly. Well, badly. The Raptors shot under 40%, and the Pistons shot around 40%. But hey, it was a fun one. I love watching actually Detroit right now with James Wiseman and the Raptors. Even though they are playing some ugly basketball, Pascal is always a pleasure to watch. He had 29, 8 and 5 tonight with 3 steals, 2 blocks, and played some sensational defense on the night. Precious Achiuwa had his moments, but man, Scotty Barnes 5 of 17, Gary Trent 7 of 20. Rough offensive nights for both of them. OG just 2 of 7. It was a whole lot of breaks out there, let me just say it that way. But at the same time, a lot of solid defense was being played, which was great to see. But for the Raptors, a great win. They won 4 in a row, which they needed to in this stretch. They are just 1 game under 500, and they can creep in a bit up the standings, which is great for them. And for the Pistons, rough loss, of course, because, well, they had this game a little bit under control, and it felt like it was more about them losing it than the Raptors winning it in some ways. But at the same time, I don't want to discredit any team here. And, I liked what I saw from James Wiseman, even though he fouled out. Some of the fouls were just, man. The refs were a bit, not bad per se, but inconsistent for sure, because some of the tiki-taki fouls they called against the Pistons and not for them, it was really weird. He had 10 and 10 in his, first start. Played some really good, I would say, offensive performance, and had a solid defensive performance also. I like what I'm seeing. I like how they are using him on defense. I love, the pick and rolls with Jaden Ivey. He can create really well for him. He had 10 assists on the night. He struggled from the field, but I still, you can see the progress from Jaden Ivey over the course of this season so far, which is great to see. Killian Hayes, he needs to be sent to China, but hey, what can you do? Marvin Bagley with 21 and 18 off the bench. Not his, best game of his career for sure, but one of the better ones. And he looks solid, which is all you want. And if you hit on one of these guys, in Bagley, Wiseman, it's such a win for the Pistons, right? And if you hit on both of them, it would be special. And overall, they just need to clear up a little bit more of the selfish players they have out there. Maybe get rid of Killian Hayes, right? And I'm not sure about Hamidou Diallo, but he was okay tonight. Isaiah Livers got more playing time. He played 29 minutes, which was essentially why they traded Sadiq Bey. And, he looks like a really solid role player. So that's great for them. And, they are still in the, draft pick hunt and everything. No Kate, so not much more to add here. I'm happy to see James Wiseman start because Jalen Duren didn't play. Hopefully we get to see more of them together soon, and they have about 20 games left, so I actually can't wait to watch the Pistons for the rest of the year. Shout out to the Pistons.